Welcome to VSR Tech Info. This is VS Rao. In this video, NRF24L01 single chip 2.4 GHz transceiver, we will look at how this tiny chip operates and what are the pin connections to Arduino. This is the single chip RF trans and receive module. Let us go into the details now. Can two or more Arduino boards communicate with each other over wireless at a distance? The answer is yes. Using NRF24L01 Plus transceiver module from Nordic Semiconductors, it is possible to have inexpensive and reliable two-way RF data communication. No one does a better job than NRF24L01 Plus transceiver module from Nordic Semiconductors. This opens up a lot of possibilities like remotely monitoring sensor data, controlling robots, home automation, and the list goes on. And best of all, these modules are super tiny, allowing you to incorporate a wireless interface into almost any project. The images shown are NRF24L01 and NRF24L01 PA plus LNA, that is power amplifier and low noise amplifier. Applications of this module include wireless PC peripherals, mouse, keyboards and remotes, 3-in-1 desktop bundles, advanced media center remote controls, voice over IP headsets, game controllers, sports watches and sensors, RF remote control for consumer electronics, home and commercial automation, ultra low power sensor networks, active RFID, asset tracking system and toys. Hardware overview. Radio frequency. The NRF24L01 Plus transceiver module is designed to operate in 2.4 GHz worldwide ISM frequency band and uses GFSK modulation, that is Gaussian frequency shift keying, for data transmission. The data transfer rate can be 1 of 250 kbs, 1 Mbps and 2 Mbps. The ISM, that is industrial, scientific and medical band, is 2.4 GHz to 2.4835 GHz, reserved internationally for the use of unlicensed low powered devices. Examples are cordless phones, Bluetooth devices, near field communication devices, that is NFC devices and Wi-Fi. The pin configuration of NRF24L01 Plus is shown as in the image. This is the SMD device. Absolute maximum ratings. Supply voltage VDD minimum is -0.3 and maximum is 3.6 volts. This should not exceed 3.6 volts. And the input voltage is -0.3 to 5.25. That is, the input voltage to this module can be maximum of 5.25, so that this can be easily interfaced with Arduino. And the total power dissipation is 60 milliwatts. Exceeding one or more of the limiting values may cause permanent damage to the NRF24L01 Plus module. Power consumption. The operating voltage of NRF module is from 1.9 to 3.6 volts, but the good news is that the logic pins are 5 volt tolerant, so we can easily connect it to an Arduino or any 5 volt logic microcontroller without using any logic level converter. The module supports programmable output power, that is 0 dBm, minus 6 dBm, minus 12 dBm or minus 18 dBm, and consumes unbelievably around 12 milliampere during transmission at 0 dBm, which is even lower than a single LED. And best of all, it consumes 26 microamperes in standby mode and 900 nanoamperes at power down mode. That is why they are best wireless devices for low power applications. NRF's pin functions. Pin 1 CE, that is chip enable, activates RX or TX mode. CSN is SPI chip select. SCK is SPI's clock. MOSI and MISO or SPI slave data input or output. IRQ is maskable interrupt pin, which is active low. VDD is power supply plus 1.9 volts to plus 3.6 volt DC. VSS is ground power, that is 0 volts. XE1 and XE2 are analog input and output. These are the crystal pins 1 and 2. VDD underscore PA is power output, power supply output plus 1.8 volt for the internal NRF power amplifier must be connected to antenna 1 and antenna 2. Antenna 1 and antenna 2 are the RF antenna interface 1 and interface 2. I reference is analog input, that is reference current. Connect a 22K resistor to the ground as per the data sheet. DVDD is power output, internal digital supply output for decoupling purposes. These are the pin functions of NRF24L01 plus. Block diagram of NRF24L01 is shown. The RF transmitter and RF receiver are shown here, and these are the SPI connections: CSN, SAK, MISO and MOSI. IRQ and chip enable are shown here. Radio control, receive first in first out, enhanced shock burst baseband engine, transmit FIFOs are shown here. VDD, VSS, I reference, DVDD, VDD PA are the power management pins. XE1 and XE2 connected to RF synthesizer. Antenna 1 and antenna 2 are connected to LNA, that is low noise amplification. And the RF transmitter is connected through power amplifier. And here datasheets pdf.com is a link shown for downloading this NRF24L01 plus datasheet. SPI interface. NRF24L01 plus transceiver module communicates over a 4-pin serial peripheral interface SPI with a maximum data rate of 10 Mbps. All the parameters such as frequency channel 125 selectable channels, output power 0 dBm, 6 dBm, minus 12 dBm or minus 18 dBm and data rate 250 kbps, 1 Mbps or 2 Mbps can be configured through SPI interface. The SPI bus uses a concept of master and slave. In most common applications, Arduino is a master and the NRF24L01 plus transceiver module is a slave. Unlike the I2C bus, the number of slaves on the SPI bus is limited. On the Arduino Uno, you can use a maximum of 2 SPI slaves. That is, 2 NRF24L01 plus transceiver modules can be interfaced. Specifications of NRF24L01. Frequency range is 2.4 GHz ISM band. Maximum A data rate is 2 Mbps. Modulation format is GFSK. Maximum output power is 0 dBm. Operating supply voltage is from 1.9 volts to 3.6 volts. Maximum operating current is 13.5 milliampere. Maximum standby current is 26 microamperes. Logic inputs are 5 volt tolerant. Communication range is 800 plus meters. Line of sight. These are the specifications of NRF 24L01 Plus. NRF 24L01 Plus module versus NRF 24L01 plus PA or LNA module. This image shows NRF 24L01 wireless module. This is the first version which uses onboard antenna. This allows for a more compact version of the breakout. However, the smaller antenna also means a lower transmission range. With first version module, you will be able to communicate over a distance of 100 meters. Outdoor coverage in open space is 100 meters. Your indoor range, especially through walls, will be slightly less than that. The second version comes with a SMA sub-miniature version A connector and a rubber duck antenna as shown in the figure. The real difference is that it comes with a special RFX 2401C chip which integrates the PA, that is power amplifier, LNA, low noise amplifier, and transmit receive switching circuitry. This range extender chip along with a rubber duck antenna helps the module achieve a significantly larger transmission range, about 1000 mm. The PA stands for power amplifier. It merely boosts the power of the signal being transmitted from the NRF 24L01 Plus chip, whereas LNA stands for low noise amplifier. The function of the LNA is to take the extremely weak and uncertain signal from the antenna, usually in the order of microvolts or under -100 dBm, and amplify it to a more useful level, usually about 0.5 to 1 volt. The image shows here from the antenna via duplexer. At the receive side, LNA amplifies the signal, and from the RF system through power amplifier, the amplified signal is fed to the antenna. The duplexer switches between the transmission and reception side from the antenna. The low noise amplifier LNA of the receive path and the power amplifier PA of the transmit path connect to the antenna via a duplexer, which separates the two signals and prevents the relatively powerful power amplifier output from overloading the sensitive LNA input. Features of 2.4 GHz NRF 24L01 plus PA plus LNA module with antenna. Voltage is 3 to 3.6 volts. Maximum output power is plus 20 dBm. Working current in transmit mode is 115 milliampere and in receiving mode is 45 milliampere. Current is 4.2 microamperes. Operating temperature is -20 degrees centigrade to 70 degrees centigrade. Receiver sensitivity is -92 dBm in 2 Mbps mode and -95 dBm in 1 Mbps mode, -104 dBm in 250 kbps mode. Power amplifier gain is 20 dB. Low noise amplification gain is 10 dB. LNA noise figure is 2.6 dB. Antenna gain is 2 dBi. Communication range is 1000 meters, no barrier. That is, without any obstructions, the communication range is 1000 meters. Transmit power is greater than plus 20 dBm. It supports 6 channels data reception. 2 Mbit speed makes high quality voice over IP possible. multi-frequency points, that is 125 frequency points, meet the need of multi-point communication and frequency hopping. Except this difference of PA plus NNA, both modules are one-to-one compatible. That is, if you build your project with one version, you can just unplug it and use another version without making any changes to the system. NRF24L01 plus transceiver module pinout, as well as NRF24L01 plus PA/LNA pinout are shown in these images. Both these modules have the similar pinouts, that is, they are one-to-one compatible. Drop compatibility is there between these two modules. Pin number 1 is ground, pin number 2 is VCC, 3 is chip enable, 4 is CSN, 5 is SEK, 6 MOSI, 7 MISO, and 8 is IRQ. Similarly, this module is also having the same pin sets. GND is the ground pin. It is usually marked by encasing the pin in a square, so it can be used as a reference for identifying the other pins. VCC supplies power to the module. This can be anywhere from 1.9 to 3.9 volts. You can connect it to 3.3 volt output from your Arduino. Remember, connecting it to a 5 volt pin will destroy your NRF24L01 plus module. Alternatively, you may use NRF24L01 adapter. The NRF24L01 adapter module has its own 3.3 volt regulator and a set of the filter capacitors, so you can power it with a 5 volt power supply. This is the NRF24L01 adapter, and this one is the 3.3 volt regulator. You can give 5 volt supply to this, and which in turn provide 3.3 volts to the NRF module. CE, chip enable, is an active high pin. Once selected, the NRF24L01 will either transmit or receive depending upon which mode is it currently in. CSN, chip select not, is an active low pin and is normally kept high. When the pin goes low, the NRF24L01 begins listening on the SPI port for data and processes it accordingly. SCK, serial clock, accepts clock pulses provided by the SPI bus master. MOSI, master out slave in, is SPI input to the NRF24L01. MISO, master in slave out, is SPI output from the NRF24L01. IRQ, interrupt request, is an interrupt pin that can alter the master when new data is available to process. How NRF24L01 plus transceiver module works. The NRF24L01 plus transceiver module transmits and receives data on a certain frequency called channel. Also, in order for 2 or more transceiver modules to communicate with each other, they need to be on the same channel. This channel could be any frequency in 2.4 GHz ISM band, or to be more precise, it could be between 2.400 to 2.525 GHz, that is 2400 to 2525 MHz. Each channel occupies a bandwidth of less than 1 MHz. This gives us 125 channels with 1 MHz spacing. The image shown here is the NRF 2.4 MHz. This is data channel 1, and the second data channel is 2.01 MHz. Likewise, 2525 MHz data channel 125. That is 125 data channels are possible with 1 MHz channel spacing shown here. So the module can use 125 different channels which give a possibility to have a network of 125 independently working modems in one place. The channel occupies a bandwidth of less than 1 MHz at 250 kbps and 1 MHz 8 data rate. However, at 2 Mbps 8 data rate, 2 MHz bandwidth is occupied, wider than the resolution of RF channel frequency setting. So, to ensure non-overlapping channels and reduce crosstalk in 2 Mbps mode, you need to keep 2 MHz spacing between two channels. RF channel frequency of your selected channel is set according to the following formula. Frequency selected is equal to 2400 plus channel selected. This is the formula. For example, if you select 82 as your channel for data transmission, the RF channel frequency of your channel would be 2482 MHz. That is 2400 plus 82. NRF 24L01 plus multi-receiver network is called multi-receiver network. The NRF 24L01 plus provides a feature called multi-receiver. It's an abbreviation for multiple transmitters, single receiver. Multi-receiver is a feature used in RX mode that contains a set of 6 parallel data pipes with unique addresses. A data pipe is a logical channel in the physical RF channel. Each data pipe has its own physical address, that is data pipe address, and can be configured. Imagine the primary receiver acting as a hub receiver, collecting information from 6 different transmitter nodes simultaneously. The image shown here is a multi-receiver network, that is multiple transmitters and a single receiver at the center. Data pipe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the different transmitters are connected to a single receiver at the center, that is NRF RX. All data pipe addresses are searched simultaneously. Only one data pipe can receive a packet at a time. All data pipes can perform enhanced shock burst functionality. The hub receiver can stop listening at any time and acts as a transmitter, but this can only be done one pipe per node at a time. Enhanced shock burst protocol. The NRF 24L01 plus transceiver module uses a packet structure known as enhanced shock burst. This simple packet structure is broken down into 5 different fields as shown. Preamble, address, packet control, payload, and CRC. These are the 5 different fields for the packet structure. The packet control: payload length 6 bytes, packet ID 2 bytes, and no ACK acknowledgement 1 byte consist of this packet control. This is the enhanced shock burst packet structure. The original shock burst structure consists only of preamble, address, payload, and the cyclic redundancy check (CRC) fields. Enhanced shock burst brought about greater functionality for more enhanced communications using a newly introduced packet control field PCF. This new structure allows variable length payloads with a payload length specifier, meaning payloads can vary from 1 to 32 bytes. It provides each sent packet with packet ID, which allows the receiving device to determine whether a message is new or whether it has been retransmitted and thus can be ignored. Most importantly, each message can request an acknowledgement to be sent when it is received by another device. The image shown here, the NRF transmitter side transmits the data to NRF receiver side. After receiving this, NRF receiver side sends an acknowledgement back to the NRF transmitter. Wiring: connecting an NRF 24L01 plus transceiver module to Arduino Uno is shown here. To start with, connect VCC pin on NRF 24L01 module to 3.3 volt on the Arduino and ground pin to ground. The pins CSN and CE can be connected to any digital pin on the Arduino. Here it is connected to digital pin 8 and 9 respectively. Now we are remaining with the pins that are used for SPI, that is Serial Peripheral Interface Communication. As NRF 24L01 plus transceiver module require a lot of data transfer and will give best performance when connected to hardware SPI pins on a microcontroller. Note that each Arduino board has different SPI pins which should be connected accordingly. For Arduino boards such as Uno or Nano version 3, those pins are digital 13 SEK, 12 is for MISO and 11 MOSI. If we have a Mega, the pins are different. Digital 52 is SEK, 50 MISO, 51 is MOSI and 53 is S. Hardware SPI pins on Arduino. The image shown here is on Arduino Uno, MOSI is 11, MISO is 12, SEK is 13. And Arduino Nano is also same as Arduino Uno, wherein Arduino Mega is different to that of 2. 51 is MOSI, 50 is MISO and 52 is SEK. You need to connect as per the pins accordingly. Remember to make two of these circuits, one act as a transmitter and the other as a receiver. Wiring for both circuits are identical. RF24 Arduino library is for NRF24L01 plus module. RF24 library is simple for beginners but offers a lot of advanced uses. You can download the latest version of library from the GitHub site. The link shown here is github.com NRF24 RF24 library. You can download from this link. To install RF24 library, open the Arduino IDE, go to Sketch, include library, add .zip library and then select RF24 master file that you just downloaded. Arduino code for transmitter. This is the example code shown here. Include libraries. Libraries included are SPI.h, NRF24L01.h and RF24.h. Create an RF24 object. RF24 radio 9,8. This creates the pin number CE is 9 and CSN is 8. Address through which two modules communicate, that is declared constant byte address 6, that is 00001 is the address defined. Now in void setup radio.begin function, set the address radio.open writing pipe and the address. Set module as transmitter, radio stop listening. This radio.stop listening makes the device as transmitter. In void loop, send message to receiver. Constant character text hello world is sent to the receiver. Radio.write ampersand text, size of text will write the text on the receiver at the delay 1000. This is the Arduino code for receiver side. Both transmitter and receiver side are similar except minor changes. This includes library SPI.h, NRF24L01.h, RF24.h, and the object created RF24 radio 9.8, that is declaration of CE pins and CSN pins. Address through which the module communicates is the same as that of the transmitter, that is 00001, and in setup while not serial begin 9600, that is the baud rate of the serial communication, radio.begin. Then set the address radio.openReadingPipe 0, address. Set module as receiver, that is radio.startListening function sets the module as receiver. And in while loop, read the data if available in buffer. If radio.available, the character text 32 is equal to 0. That is, if the radio is available, then all the zeros, that is 32 zeros, are written first. And radio.read at text and size of text, this will write or overwrite the zeros with that of the information or value received from the transmitter. Serial.println text. So this prints the message on the monitor. NRF24L01 plus transceiver output on a serial monitor. So if the wiring is correct and the code written is correct, then you should get hello world, something similar to this, on your monitor screen. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like VSR Tech Info.